Cambridge, IGCSE, Biology 061021 October-November 2021. Question number 1. Which characteristics of all living organisms are needed to release energy for growth? Option A. Breathing and respiration. Option B. Excretion and nutrition. Option C. Excretion and respiration. Option D. Nutrition and respiration. So the correct answer would be nutrition and respiration. Option D. Question number 2. Two animals have identical sequence of amino acids in one of the proteins found in their cells. What does this indicate about these animals? Option A. They have been eating the same types of food. Option B. They have not been exposed to substances that cause mutation. Option C. They must be members of the same genus. Option D. They share an ancestor. So, the amino acids in the proteins are an genetic factor. The answer would be option D. They share an ancestor. Question number 3. Which row shows the structure on the outside of a plant cell and the location of the chloroplasts in the cell? Structure on the outside of a plant cell, location of the chloroplast. So the location would be in the cytoplasm, and the structure on the outside of a plant cell would be the cell wall. So the correct answer would be option C, cell wall and cytoplasm. Question number 4. The length of a mitochondrion in a photomicrograph is 15 millimeters. The actual length of the mitochondrion is 3 micrometers. What is the magnification of the photomicrograph? So first we would convert 3 micrometers to millimeters, which would be 0.003 mm, and divide 15 by 0.003. 15 divide 0.003, which would give us 5000. So the correct answer would be option C, 5000. Question number 5. The diagram shows some cells. Where are these cells found? So the cells have cilia, cytoplasm and nucleus. Option A, alimentary canal. Option B, blood. Option C, bronchus. Option D, plant root. So the correct answer would be option C, bronchus. Question number 6. Which statement about the turgor pressure is correct? Option A, it creates a pull in the xylem which allows water to move upwards. Option B, it allows sucrose and amino acids to travel upwards and downwards in the phloem. Option C, it is a pressure that is only found in the cells containing chloroplasts. Option D, it is pressure that helps to provide support for the plant. So the correct answer would be option D, as it provides support for the plant. Question number 7. Which words complete the definition of diffusion? Diffusion is the net movement of particles from a region of their higher concentration, so higher concentration, to a region of their lower concentration, and lower concentration down a concentration gradient. So the correct option would be option B. Question number 8. The bases on one of the strands of the DNA molecule have the sequence shown AATCTG. What is the corresponding sequence of the bases on the other strand? So the corresponding would be T, T, A, G, A, C. The correct option would be option D. Question number 9. In a photosynthesis experiment, a plant is left in bright sunlight for several hours. A leaf is then removed from the plant and tested for starch using iodine solution. The diagram shows the leaf from the plant that was used in the experiment. White area, green area. Which diagram shows the result of the experiment? Key. Iodine solution turns blue-black. So if starch is present, the solution would turn blue-black. Iodine solution stays brown. So if starch is not present, the iodine solution would stay brown. The starch would get used up from the middle of the plant, so the correct answer would be option C. Question number 10. An experiment was carried out to investigate the effect of pH on enzyme action. The graph shows the results. Y-axis, x-axis. What are the labels for the x-axis and y-axis? So we have options pH, rate of reaction, and time. The y-axis would be the rate of reaction and the x-axis would be pH. The correct option would be option A. Question number 11. Four test tubes were set up as shown in the diagram. In which test tube is the starch digested most quickly? We have a beaker with the temperature at 35 degrees and one with 15 degrees Celsius. Option B and D would get eliminated because the enzyme is boiled and it has been denatured. Option C would be the correct answer as the optimum temperature for amylase is between 32 degrees and 37 degrees. Question number 12. Two similar leaves are set up in test tubes as shown. One is exposed to light while the other is kept in the dark. After a few hours, which color would the hydrogen carbonate indicator solution be in each test tube? So if photosynthesis occurs, CO2 would get used up and the color would change to purple. The correct answer would be option B. Question number 13. Which food is the best source of vitamin C? Option A, bread. Option B, meat. Option C, milk. Option D, oranges. Option D would be the correct answer. Question number 14. The diagram shows part of the human alimentary canal and associated organs. Which structure produces hydrochloric acid? Stomach produces hydrochloric acid, so the option would be option C. Question number 15. The diagram shows a large food molecule changing into smaller molecules. What is process X called? Option A, absorption. Option B, chewing. Option C, digestion. Option D, excretion. So the correct answer would be option C, digestion. Question number 16. The diagrams show sections of a leaf and a root. Which two labeled structures identify xylem? So the location would be at 2 and in a root the inner part is the xylem. So 4. The correct option would be option D. Question number 17. What holds the water molecules together during transpiration pull in the xylem? Option A, active transport. Option B, cohesion. Option C, diffusion. Option D, turgor pressure. The correct answer would be option B as it sticks the particles together. Question number 18. Which component of blood produces antibodies? Option A, lymphocytes. Option B, phagocytes. Option C, plasma. Option C, red blood cells. The correct answer would be lymphocytes. Question number 19. What is the function of the spectrum in the heart? So the spectrum divides the oxygenated blood by the deoxygenated blood. The correct option would be option C, to prevent oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixing. Question number 20. What causes the air pressure in the lungs to decrease during breathing in? Option A, contraction of the external intercostal muscles and diaphragm. This would be the correct answer. Question number 21. Some features that help to defend the body against pathogens are listed. Number 1, mucus. Number 2, skin. Number 3, stomach acid. Number 4, phagocytosis. Which features can prevent pathogens entering body tissues? So mucus, skin and stomach acid would prevent the pathogens from entering the body tissues. The correct answer would be option B. Question number 22. In a balanced chemical equation for aerobic respiration, what are the products? So the equation is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 which forms 6CO2 plus 6H2O. The correct option would be option B, 6CO2 and 6H2O. Question number 23. The diagram shows the structure of part of a kidney tubule and associated blood vessels. Which substances are normally present in the filtrate at X? Usually, glucose and urea is present at the point marked X. The correct answer would be option D. Question number 24. Which situation is a voluntary action? Option A. An increase in heart rate in response to danger, which is wrong. Option B. Blinking to avoid injury to the eye, which is also wrong. Option C. Raising your hand to answer a question, which seems correct. Option D. Sweating in hot weather, which is also wrong. So the correct option would be option C. Question number 25. When we read a book, our eyes accommodate to view near objects. Which statement is correct when viewing a near object? So, the ciliary muscles contract and the suspensory ligaments are slack. The lens get thicker, so the correct option would be option A. Question number 26. How does the body increase blood glucose concentration? The pancreas releases glucagon to inform the liver for the release of glucose. The correct option would be option B. Glucagon released by the pancreas triggers the liver to release glucose. Question number 27. Which definition of a drug is correct? Option A. A substance that increases rate of a chemical reaction and is not changed by the reaction, which is wrong. Option B. A protein that functions as a biological catalyst, which is also wrong. Option C. A substance taken into the body that modifies or affects chemical reactions in the body, which is correct. A chemical option D, which option D, a chemical substance produced by a gland and carried by the blood, which alters the activity of one or more specific target organs, which is wrong. So the correct answer would be option C. Question number 28. A seed is placed and growth on a rotating disc as shown. Which diagram shows the appearance of seedling shoot after 7 days? So the correct answer would be option A, as the disc is rotating and the shoot would still grow straight. Question number 29. Which hormone stimulates the release of an egg from the ovary during the menstrual cycle? Option A, FSH. Option B, LH. Option C, estrogen. Option D, progesterone. The correct answer would be option B. Question number 30. Some descriptions of different human cells are listed. Contains 46 chromosomes, haploid nucleus, diploid nucleus, contains one set of unpaired chromosomes. Which descriptions are correct for the nucleus of a human gamete? So, contains 46 chromosomes is wrong. Haploid nucleus is correct. Diploid is wrong. Contains one set of unpaired chromosomes is correct. So, the correct option would be option C. Question number 31. Which adaptive feature is only found in female gametes? Option A, acrosomes containing enzymes. Option B, flagellum. Option C, jelly coat. Option D, nucleus containing chromosomes. So option A, B and D is wrong. So the correct option would be option C. Question number 32. A man of genotype this and a woman of genotype this have a child. What is the chance that the child will have same blood group as one of the parents? So the chance would be 3 in 4. Option D. Question number 33. Which statement is correct? Option A. Genetic variation can be caused by phenotypic variation, which is wrong. Option B. Mutations can be caused by phenotypic variation, again wrong. Option C, phenotypic variation can be caused by genetic variation, which is correct. Phenotypic variation cannot be caused by mutations, which is also wrong. So the correct option would be option C. Question number 34. The diagram shows a section through the leaf of a water lily. Water lilies are hydrophytes. They have large air spaces than most other plants. How does this adaptation help lily to survive? Option A. Increase the number of chloroplasts for photosynthesis, which is wrong. Option B. Makes the leaf buoyant enough to float on water, which is correct. Option C. Provides more space for the xylem and phloem, which is wrong. Speeds up gas exchange between the leaf and water, which is wrong. So the correct answer would be option B. Question number 35. A species of insect usually has pale color wings. This helps to camouflage them on pale colored tree trunks. A few of the insects in this species have darker colored wings. After a number of years, the tree trunks become darker in color due to the environmental changes. These insects with dark colored wings become more common than the insects with pale colored wings in this species. Which process causes this change in the proportion of the insects with dark colored wings? Option A. Biotechnology, which is wrong. Option B. Conservation, which is wrong. Option C. Natural selection, which is correct. Option D. Selective breeding, which is also wrong. So the correct option would be option C. Question number 36. The graph shows the growth curve for a population of bacteria. Number of bacteria, time in hours. The table identifies each phase shown in the graph. Which row is correct? So the death phase is marked as S. The exponential log phase is marked as Q. The lag phase is marked as P. And the stationary phase is marked as R. The correct option would be option B. Question number 37. Bacteria can be genetically engineered to produce human protein. What happens during this process? Option A. The human plasmids are isolated using restriction enzymes. Ligase is used to create sticky ends in bacteria plasmids. Both options are wrong. Option C. Restriction enzyme is used to create sticky ends in human DNA, which is correct. Option D. Human DNA is isolated using ligase, which is wrong. So the correct option would be option C. Question number 38. Human insulin is a protein that can be made by genetically engineered bacteria. This involves the transfer of genetic information to bacteria. The diagram shows and parts of cells involved in this process: bacterial cell, plasmid, human cell, and ribosome. Which is the correct order to transfer of genetic information? So the correct order would be from human cell to plasmid to the bacterial cell and then to ribosome. 3, 2, 1, 4. The correct option would be option A. Question number 39. What is an effect of an increase in the use of insecticides? Option A. Decreased competition between crop plants and weeds. Option B. Decreased number of extinctions. Both options are wrong. Option C. Decreased number of pollinators, which is correct. Option D. Decreased use of fertilizers. The correct option would be option C. Question number 40. The graph shows changes that occur in a lake during the process of eutrophication. What are the labels for W, X, and Y? So W would be labeled as producers. Option C and D, producers. X would be labeled as decomposers. Option C and D, decomposers. And Y would be labeled as oxygen. So the correct option would be option C. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the video.